We're back with another day of Clash Royale. Today we're going to be playing on Path of Legends. We're one match away from hitting Challenger 3. We're trying to get past our previous high of Master 1 this season, so hopefully in the next 3 days we can climb up to Master 2 at least. But for now, let's get into it. We're going to be playing the Miner Mortar Princess deck. I've been having a bit of success with it the past couple of days. He's going to go for a Hog Rider, so we're going to play our Mortar, and then our Knight up high to take out the Firecracker. But we shouldn't take any Hog hits here, but of course we do, which is quite unfortunate. I think we're going to go same lane. We should be able to get some good poison value if we do it this way. Our Miner gets on the tower, so that is pretty good for us. We're going to play our skeletons in the back, just to kind of cycle him through, and then we're going to play our little prince to deal with his knight. We'll take one hit from the knight, I think. We actually don't, which is great. He's going to play. He's got Executioner, which makes me feel like he does have the Tornado, the Executioner Tornado deck. We're going to use our poison here on the E-Wiz and the Executioner, though, and it should clean it up pretty nicely. And then we're going to go for our Princess at the bridge to hopefully get 2 shots here. We'll play our Mortar to catch the Hog Rider again. It bumps our Princess, so it ends up coming off the tower, which isn't the best, but we end up pulling back a little bit. We're almost even in damage from that interactions, and so we know he doesn't have his Hog Rider up. I'm not sure what his other spell is. We saw that he had arrows. I'm assuming it's Tornado, just because of the Executioner. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have one without the other. So we're going to go for a Miner in the back. He does not catch it with the Knight. He has Mini P.E.K.K.A, so he's kind of got a weird deck with the Hog Rider. We're going to play a low Princess in the opposite lane to deal with the Executioner. And then we're going to play our Knight and our little Prince as well. So, not the best situation, but not the worst either. We're going to log to protect our little Prince a little bit. And then we're going to go for an ability Miner. So, the ability should tank for our Miner, which is good. We'll poison on the E-Wiz and the... We're going to Mortar for the Hog Rider, which we miss, which is just great. But the Hog Rider shouldn't get too much value here. We're going to go for another Miner, and then a Knight at the bridge to catch the Firecracker. And the Princess as well. The Evo Mortar is going to get pretty good value here. We're going to log for the E-Wiz. And then we're going to play our Skeletons to protect the Princess. We get another Mortar down for the Hog Rider. And we're going to play a Princess up high to try and catch the Firecracker. We're down a bit of damage, which isn't great. But the Mortar is going to be on the Executioner there. So we do get... He plays the Knight, which unfortunately catches our Miner, even though he wasn't trying to do that. So that was awesome. But we get the Princess. We'll get a log back on the Hog. I think he's going to get one more hit here, which is going to give him the win. So we don't end up leveling up here to Master 3, but we're going to play another couple games here to try and get there in this video. So, the Hog Rider just kind of got the best of us there. I don't love playing against Hog Rider decks for some reason. I have a hard time with them. So, we get the Mortar on the tower here, and then we are going to use our Little Prince ability to knock back the E-Golem, and we'll kill the Mage, the Wizard as well. We get a pretty decent value from the log there. I think he thought that he was going to get that freeze down before the E-Golem died. But we get pretty good value from our Miner there with the Dagger Duchess running out of ammo. We're going to hold our Mortar for his E-Golem, and we're just going to cycle our Knight in the back. I think this deck would work a lot better at a higher rank where you have the 2 evolutions, just because you would be able to plug in Evo Knight or Evo Skellies as well. So he's got Sparky. We'll play the poison on the Sparky. And it should do a decent job for us. We're also going to play the Princess down low. Should get some shots off. We're going to play the Skeletons to block for the P.E.K.K.A. And then we'll use our ability from the Little Prince as well. He's got his E-Golem. We're going to be able to get our Mortar up in time, I think. And so we're going to pull it back. And the Mortar will get on the Sparky. So kind of unfortunate there that the Sparky got a shot off on the Mortar. I don't love that. We're going to take a bit of damage from the E-Golem here, which isn't great. Yeah, he gets quite a lot of value from that freeze. He's got it's a really weird deck. I mean, he's got E-Golem, Sparky, freeze, which, I mean, if it works, it works, but so he kind of went opposite lane there, and it kind of hosed us, but we'll play our Little Prince in the opposite lane, and they should be able to take care of some of the Skeletons before they get too much damage. He goes for the P.E.K.K.A. in the back. We're going to go for our Evo Mortar, which should be able to get on the P.E.K.K.A. and deal some good damage to it. We'll go for our poison as well. And then we'll play our Princess. So we need to try and get the Little Prince down for the E-Golem, so we get a good ability here, which will knock it back. The Skeletons didn't get placed before the freeze, apparently, so we're going to lose our tower here, which really sucks. The Princess gets on the tower, though, and we'll get a log on the Skeletons before they kill the Princess, I think. So hopefully we can get enough damage here from the Mortar before we lose, but it does not look like we will, so we're going to lose another one. That one much closer than before. That guy's deck was unfortunate because his Sparky got that one shot off on our Mortar before it died, and so it ended up allowing his E-Golem to get a lot of damage on our tower. So we're going to get into another match. Hopefully we can win one. I don't know what just happened there with the connection, but he goes for the Skeletons. We're going to get a good decent value from our Princess here on the bats and the guards. Unfortunate there that jeez, I forgot how to speak. Unfortunate there that the Ram Rider got a connection, but we do get a bit of damage to match it with our Little Prince and our Princess. So, and then we don't take any hits from the guards either. So overall, not a bad interaction. We're gonna play we're just gonna send our Miner down. He doesn't have the Dagger Duchess, which is good for us, so that our Miner can get a better damage. He's not responding to the Miner, so we're gonna go for a Mortar and then our Knight. So he's got a Mega Knight, which isn't great, but we'll play our Skeletons around the Mega Knight, and hopefully get our Little Prince ability off here to protect it a little bit. It's going to end up dying here to the Firecracker, unfortunately. But we'll get a good decent value from our log onto the Firecracker and the guards. So overall, we're doing well so far. We're going to play a Bridge Princess. A little risky here since we're low on Elixir, but I think he was low as well. So we'll get good decent value. And then we'll be able to get the Mortar down to block the Ram Rider. The bat, hopefully we can get something down for the bats as well, or they're going to get really good value. And we don't get the Little Prince down very early. The rage on the Evo bats as well ends up being really good for this guy. So we know he has his Mega Knight probably in cycle now. So we're going to go for our Miner in the back and then our Little Prince ability, which will end up tanking for the Mega Knight. So we end up getting decent value from it. We'll use our log to take out the shield on the guards. And then a low Princess. Poison on the Evo Firecracker. And hopefully we don't take any damage from the Ram Rider here, but I think we will. If we can get the log down in time. We don't, so we don't end up getting the value from it. Our Princess will get a couple shots here on the tower. Hopefully we can get our Mortar and our Miner to get some damage here. We'll play our Skeletons to try and take out this Inferno Tower. And we'll get poison value as well. We'll play our knight and our little prince. Hopefully we can get our little prince ability off here so we don't take any damage, and we do. But he's got poison, which is going to end up taking out our tower. So, honestly, not a great showing so far. We lose 3 in a row right when we're close to ranking up from here. We're going to play one more to try and end the video off with a win, and hopefully not end up too much further from our goal. We're going to go for a Bridge Princess to start the match off. This guy's got a level 10 Dagger Duchess. We'll log away the skeleton army. So we end up getting 2 shots in the log for nothing. Well, we're just going to have to go for a Little Prince here on the balloon, but it should be able to fully counter it. So, and then we're going to go for a Miner, and maybe we can get the Little Prince ability off. We do end up getting it off before it dies there, which honestly isn't the best trade. We're facing bats again here. Not sure if it's going to be the Evos or not. We'll go for a mortar, and then a knight maybe to protect it. He plays the P.E.K.K.A, so we'll go with our skeletons and our princess to try and kill it. So we got P.E.K.K.A wizard again. We'll go with a poison to try and kill the wizard behind, and we do. So we're gonna go for, we're just gonna let our princess die here to the Valkyrie, and then we'll log it back so we don't take too much damage from it. We'll take 1 or 2 shots from the Valkyrie, which isn't the best, but I mean it's better than nothing. We'll get the little prince down, which I don't think we'll fully counter it this time. So hopefully the princess can, the extra shot from the princess will prevent it from getting a shot in our tower. And it does. And then our little prince does get out of the range. So we're going to go for the ability earlier. And it's going to protect our little prince this time from the lumberjack. And then our miner will actually get really good value here with the little prince. And the skeletons get split up as well, which should allow our Dagger Duchess to fully deal with the skeletons. But we're going to play our skeletons anyways, just to be safe. So it ends up being a pretty good trade. He's holding off his P.E.K.K.A. I think he's waiting to try and tank it with our, to use it to tank our mortar. We're going to get a free poison here on the tower, on the wizard, which is good. We're going to hold our little prince for when he plays his balloon. But we're going to go for our mortar and our miner once we have the tower. And the mortar might be able to do a little bit of work here. We're going to play our little prince, and we'll be able to get our little prince ability off here. And then our knight. And then hopefully we can get our mortar down to pull the balloon, which we do. Our Evo mortar should be able to take care of most of this. We're going to log back the wizard so we don't take any damage there. And then we'll go for a Miner Princess at the bridge. And we should be able to get decent damage here from it. So far, we're looking pretty good. We're going to play our knight up high to block the lumberjack and the Valkyrie. And then we're going to play our mortar up high to pull the balloon. And the Valkyrie doesn't get on our little prince either, which is good. So I think we should be good to go here. I think we just need a poison or a splash from the princess. So we end up getting 1 win there. Good way to end off the day. Kind of sucks that we lose the other games, but not too bad. We'll end 2 steps away from the next upgrade, but we do hit a golden step there, so now we can't go down past that point. So let me know what you think of the deck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.